It's been 3 days since I poured my pad. I'm going to go ahead and remove the forms. I just sprayed it down. Been trying to keep it wet. I've been spraying it down a couple times a day when I can. Now there is some silicone along the bottom that I put there just to fill in any gaps so the concrete wouldn't spill out. So there's supposed to be an ash hole in the front of the slab. I was supposed to block off about a 2-inch slot in the center of the front so concrete wouldn't go there. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to have to cut it into it. So I used my angle grinder to cut the ash vent out, and I was only able to get about an inch in there. Yeah, I was only able to get about an inch of the 2 inches. It's better than nothing. I have finished the bricks up to the hearth slab. The next step, I'm going to be framing out a thin layer of insulation, which is going to be vermiculite and perlite and some Portland cement. It's going to be about an inch thick. It's going to go on top of this slab. There's also insulation underneath, but I wanted a little bit more on top to help reflect some of the heat back into the oven. So I have it all framed up right now, and I went ahead and wet the slab and the wood. I'm going to wet it again. To make this, you're going to need 6 parts. Some people call for 5 or 8. I'm just going to do 6 parts. Vermiculite. This is vermiculite. Or perlite. I'm going to mix both. I'm going to do 3 parts perlite, 3 parts vermiculite, to 1 part Portland cement. Going to mix it up in the wheelbarrow, not in the mixer, because you don't want to smash the vermiculite and perlite into a paste. You want it to maintain its integrity to form the insulation. So here it is. I got the insulation layer down. Now I'm going to cover it up with plastic and let it sit for 3 or 4 days. Alright guys, here is the insulation layer. It has been 3 days. What I'm going to do now is do a skim coat of fire clay and sand over it to kind of level it out, because kind of got some low spots, so I'm just going to do a very skim coat. I'm going to do a very small skim coat over it to fill in those low spots. Here it is, the sand bed mix. It's 1 part pyrexite, 1 part sand. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. Well, that's it. I did a skim coat over it to fill in all the little voids in the perlite and the vermiculite, and it's pretty smooth. I think it's level for the most part, I'm going to use a notched trowel, so it shouldn't be that hard to get the fire brick level on top of it.